Today we have on display here the IoTPortal product, software as a service product from the company. And here on this big chart that we have the gateway that collects data from all the various sensors that we produce ourselves, and all the data that goes to the cloud can be then viewed on a dashboard. We have various kinds of sensors, the most common being temperature, humidity sensors, thermocouple and atmospheric pressure sensors, and also sensors that are attuned for farming applications and building management applications. Right. Moving over to the right hand side, here we have set up a demo of the system. In the center we have an IoTPortal. This is the gateway that collects data from all these various sensors and then pushes it to the cloud, and that can be then monitored on our dashboard here. Now apart from that, we have this sensor here, which is the pH sensor, a dissolved oxygen sensor, a relay. This is an actuator for the control part of monitor, sense and control. And we have also another relay and an I/O controller. Finishing it off, we have a 4-in-1 sensor beside a CO2 sensor. That's the carbon dioxide sensor. And then on the left here, we have an indoor air quality sensor. The indoor air quality sensor can measure an internationally recognized IAQ value that ranges from 0 to 500, higher being more polluted air. And next, here, looking at the dashboard, we have the various sensors values being plotted in real time, and we can update this data at a 5-second interval or at a 30-minute interval. So 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and all the way as late or as long as 30 minutes. Right. So we can look also at various durations of data from last 5 minutes to last 24 hours or even the last 1 hour. So this data shows that the temperature about this time it peaked above the value here. And similarly, drawing attention to the pH sensor, we have pH values that can be monitored, and these fluctuations can then be recorded and acted upon. What I have done here is that I have set up an event, and we have an event manager which can monitor any of these conditions and then take action. So for the pH, when the pH level drops below, here we have, we have event, the condition for the event, and then the action for the event. So once this condition becomes true, then the actions are then carried out by the event manager service that runs in the cloud. So when the pH value drops below 3 and it stays there, in this case I have set it up for 0 seconds, that means act immediately. What will happen is that we have set up actuators here, and 2 relays will be turned on. Both are light controllers. We have that here. We have relay 1 and relay 2 that control strobe lights here. It could be used as a warning for a process that has gone out of control. So moving back to the dashboard here, okay, it will take some time to load as it loads. It grabs a lot of data from the back end. So the value of the pH is now 5.53, and it's stable, and that's in this liquid. It's slightly contaminated from overuse, but now what I'm going to do is dip it into lime juice. Lime juice is acidic, and that pH value should now come down. But what happens is that before this value comes down, we already have the event manager in the cloud, in the background or the back end, detected that condition, and it's begun the strobe lights. So the strobe lights turn on, and then this pH value then begins the drop. Yeah, so that's reflected here. And then again, once we have that happen, a push notification is also sent, and a push notification is then received here. You can see that it reports the pH has fallen below 3, and it was triggered at the time. Right. Okay, and that allows an engineer or technician to look at his process to determine what went wrong from the phone, and then go and set it right. So in this case, what I would do is that, So pH value went up. I'll set it back here. So this is just normal water, and that value is then detected at the back end, and it turns off the strobe light, and then we'll see that the pH sensor value move up gradually. So it has moved up in the next reading itself, and then you can see that the pH value is then again restored above 4. Right. So that's a brief introduction to our IoT portal demo and its capabilities.